Welcome back everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore and this is Yugioh Legacy of the Duelist. So pretty much right now Yugi's traumatized and my Valentine shows up and she's like, hey, I got some spare stars that pay back for, you know, helping out with Panic. But Yugi's kind of completely out of it, and then Taya finally steps up and like decided to challenge Mai to a duel. Of course Taya doesn't actually have a good deck. But we'll be playing with this story deck. I do believe her deck in this game is actually decent. And the other one is like, she like had things like Shining Friendship and all these really bad cards, but she had some equipped cards as well. In the anime, Maya actually could have won. She had a Harpie's Feather Duster in hand, or available, but she didn't play it and let herself lose, adding to the many defeats of my Valentine. But since she lost, he gave the stars to Yugi so he can actually enter the finals in Pegasus's castle. So yeah, Taya likes to use a lot of fairy types. So we got a Mirror Force to play around with. There's Shining Friendship, the Peacemaker among monsters. And we got all these different monsters here. And the Phalanx Pike, the equipped monster gains 900 attack for each card in either graveyard that has the same name it does. So, yeah, we got that going for us. Well, I already know we're up against like Harpie ladies, so I don't have anything to stop that. Hello, Birdface. I'm just gonna let it go. So this is Honest. Honest, during your main phase, you can return this face-up card from the field to your hand. During either player's damage step, when a light monster you control battles, you can send this card from your hand to your graveyard, and that monster gains attack equals to the attack of the monster it is battling until the end of turn. This is essentially the first iteration of what people refer to as a hand trap. Well, actually, sorry, it's not the first iteration. The first iteration would be Karibo, but this is another type of hand trap essentially, and it's a nasty one because it literally just counters any sort of high attack monster. The catch, of course, is you have to use it with a light monster, which is generally most fairies. So I'm just seeing kind of how I want to play this out. I mean, I could put Honest down in defense mode and play around with that, but honestly, that's not really what you use Honest for. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put down Happy Lover down here and see how things play out from there. And the bad thing about Honest is there's not really much you can do about it. Okay, Cyber Shield gives a 500 attack to a Harpie lady, so at this point we'll go ahead and counter it with a Mirror Force. He brings back Birdface. Cestus of Dagla. Equip only to a fairy type monster, it gets 500 attack, and anytime you do battle damage, you get health back. So we're gonna go ahead and flip over Happy Lover. And Shining Friendship. Play the Cestus. So we get 200 health. He's gonna get a Harpie lady into her hand. Okay. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Birdface! Go ahead and use Honest. I guess she has two Harpie ladies in her hand right now. Don't know what else she could have at this point. Summon this a second Happy Lover. So if one of them dies, I can put a Phalanx Pike on the other one and buff it up. Hey, it's Tenderness. Alright, so we're gonna summon Tenderness. I'm gonna put this Phalanx Pike on Happy Lover. Now it's 1700 attack. Alright, 11,200 life points at this point. My just is kind of screwed. Alright, fairy type monster equipped with this gets 300 attack and defense points. Alright. I'll play as Mai. So yeah, this fight might actually be difficult, because freaking Honest is just a brutal card to deal with. There's not really a counter to it unless I make her discard it somehow, or make her play it as a defense monster. Alright, Shadow of Eyes, Monster Reborn, Cyber Shield. We'll go ahead and summon Birdface. And play Shadow of Eyes. We'll go ahead and flip that. Are you serious? Wow. That is impressive. You gotta be kidding me. 2 United We Stands. Are you kidding me? So this thing gives 800 attack and defense for each face-up monster you control, and she just played 2 of them on a Magician of Faith. Magician of Faith literally has like 300 attack points, so now it has plus 1600 attack points, and so pretty much I just Shadow of Eyes, she's like, alright, fine, I'll just attack you with this. Wow. I mean, the good news is we got rid, we prevented her flip summon, our flip effect, but oh my gosh, that is, yeah, that's bad. I don't have a solution to this. And any summons are just gonna get stronger. So yeah, all I can do is just hope, buy some time. If I get a Harpie's Feather Duster, that would turn it around, but I have to get the Harpie's Feather Duster first. All light monsters, light monster equipped with this gets extra attack. Yeah. No, that's fine. Alright, she has no cards left. That's the good news. Bad news is everything else. Activate the effect of a card. No. Alright. So right now she has 3,900, and that's because of the Honest. And yeah, we have to deal with the Honest. There's not much, there's no going around that. So I'm gonna go ahead and summon this. I don't know where her face down cards are, and I don't think I... So I'm gonna dispel one of the United We Stands. That brings her down to 2,300 attack. I'll put Cyber Shield on the Harpie lady. How strong is your 1,200? Sure. Actually, activate this by discard. Oh, I have to discard a card? Yeah, screw that. I ain't doing that. Alright. Birdface on Honest. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, why? I hate Waboku. Alright, that's game. Yeah, that's game. Unless, I mean, I guess if I have Harpie's Feather Duster, I can still turn it around. But yeah, that's, my only hope was taking out Honest and then taking out the Magician of Faith when it's weaker. That's not happening now. Yeah, go ahead and give me something. Yeah, this is over. No, don't activate it yet. Only attacked once. Yes, I know, this is not smart. Oh my god, are you kidding? Why didn't she just use that first? Why give me, why toy with me? Freaking gave me Shining Friendship as a friggin' reward, what the hell? God, that was such bullshit. Freaking Shadow of Eyes. Freaking double United We Stand. In fact, if I hadn't have done Shining of Eyes, she wouldn't have put those buffs on there. She wouldn't have been able to. Alright. You can discard one Harpie card, special summon in the face up, except for Harpie Channeler. Okay, so I can't special summon this, no matter what. It has to be first summoned with an Elegant Egotist. Alright. I'm just gonna bring you out in attack mode and cry. She had literally the perfect hand. Like 2 United We Stands, that's just game over right there. And apparently she has Mirror Force of all things. Seriously. Well, I'm holding on to the D-spell. I'm just gonna set this card. I don't know what the freaking hell is gonna happen next. Alright, so there's no Mirror Force. Or at least she's... well, she could be toying with me at this point. Oh, 5,000 attack, huh? Alright, well, I'm gonna dispel one of those. Ah, she's only down to 2,500 attack now. So yeah, Mage Power gives 500 attack defense for each spell and trap card you control. Needless to say, it adds up. Yeah, I don't have an answer to this. At all. So yeah, I remember what this deck is. Taya's deck is literally just the most ultimate of buff cards. I mean, Mage Power and United We Stand are both really good. At this point, I'm screwed. Yeah, I have to have Harpie's Feather Duster, which unfortunately is not happening. That is some bullshit. both games she started with like 4 magic cards. Do I even have... I don't even have Harpie Queen in this, do I? And this card is normal okay, I got that. We're gonna summon you, and then watch death come. So, 2 United We Stands, 2 Mage Powers, at least 1 Phalanx Spike. I mean, in the anime, she did use a bunch of buffs. And she just used freaking Honest on me as an attack of all things. Good thing that's temporary. Okay. Well, I'll just summon another bird face and kill that. Please only have 1 Honest. Thank you. Mage Power. Yeah, go ahead, give me the... I'm just doing this just to filter out the deck. I have so many monster cards that are all garbage. Yeah, I can't do anything with this. We'll summon Harpie Girl. And this is gonna get stronger as the Mage Powers come into play. This deck is way too monster heavy. Oh great, United We Stand. Yeah, great. 4,000 attack. Yeah, that's not great. That's only 3,200 attack. Really puts that blue eyes into perspective when a freaking fairy has 5,000 attack. Feather Duster. That's not Feather Duster. I am curious to see what this freaking deck actually has. Let's find out what this friggin' deck has. Deck edit. Those are my decks. Alright, it's by Duelist. Come on, where's my again? There's my. So that's the optional cards, or not the optional, but the difficult actual fight, the challenge mode rather. Alright, so that was the first one that we fought. I believe it's this one. Yeah, it's definitely this one, because this one actually has multiple freaking Harpie girls. So this deck has... three Cyber Shields, 3 D-Spells, 1 Harpie's Feather Duster, 2 Elegant Egotist, a Hysteric Sign, Monster Reborn, Hysteric Party, 3 Shadow of Eyes, 3 Harpie Girls, 3 Harpie Ladies, 3 Takuheis, 3 Bird Faces, 2 Eagle Eyes, 3 Harpie Channelers, 3 Harpie Dancers, and a Harpie's Pet Dragon. Pet Baby Dragon. So, I've only seen a handful of these, but that's probably because I died in a few rounds. So, despite the fact that this deck is called Harpie Lady Sisters, that's not really what the deck seems to be about. So the real thing I can mess around with is use the Harpie's Pet Dragon. But that would require me to survive long enough to have enough Harpie Ladies out in play. Everything else is... well, also D-Spells would help. If I can get multiple D-Spells, that can actually do something too. Problem is I've only been able to draw one. Which is not great. But, we'll try. The biggest issue is that the deck is so monster heavy. It doesn't need to be that monster heavy. And it certainly doesn't need 3 Shadows of Eyes. Alright, this is something I can use. Alright, so Hysteric Sign. Shadow of Eyes. Alright. That's a start. Figures. I was resisting using a buff because I was kind of terrified of doing that. Return it to your hand, then you can normal summon a 1/1 monster. Because I was afraid if I used Cyber Shield, it was just going to use Honest and kill it anyway. Now I have other big problems to deal with. 2 Cyber Shields. That would almost be enough. Alright, doesn't matter. I'm conceding. Do I have a counter? Well, like I said, if I get Harpie's Duster, I guess it'll make a difference. But I have to get Harpie's Duster, which I have yet to draw. It's 1 out of 40 cards, and it's banned. It's usually banned. 3900 attack. Bam. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, keep trying. At least it, gave me some of the cards that, is supposed to give me. Like, usually it's just been giving me just monsters that I can't use. But yeah, this is, pretty awful. I don't recall having this much trouble against Taya. But it's been a while since I, before recording this again, it's been a while since I played it. Well, there's Harpie's Feather Duster, and I don't have anything else. And apparently neither does Taya. Alright, so we have Harpie's Feather Duster. That's enough to actually do something. Just enough to break it. Good. Alright. We do have a Monster Reborn to play around with if we need to. Oh yeah, go ahead and do that. Shadow of Eyes. Are you kidding me? Alright. I wonder what that face down card is. It's probably Wabaku. No, it's Mirror Forcible. You're Mirror Forcing a Harpie girl. Oh, that's impressive. Alright, well. Glad I didn't use that Monster Reborn. Very Archer. Ow. Let's see. During your main phase, you can inflict 400 damage for each face-up light monster you control. This cannot be attacked the same turn you do it. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and dispel that. And then I'm going to Monster Reborn. My Takuhei. Alright. Stuff is happening. Ah, the Phalanx Pike. Interesting combination. Okay, thank you for at least giving me something. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dispel again. Get rid of that. By the way, I think there's supposed to be a cap on how many honest you have, assuming it's still legal. Alright, she has no cards in her hand. And apparently no monsters left. Go ahead and summon this. No, don't activate it. Thank you. Takahe is actually what I needed. This is the only thing that it's technically my strongest card at the moment. I can normal summon. Yeah, since I actually have a Harpie Lady in the graveyard, that's why it's prompted me so much, because I have Hysteric Party. But I'm not going to discard Feather Duster for that. Alright. So yeah, pretty much it revolves around having enough, like, magic destroying cards to actually defeat Taya. So if you don't, man, it's over. All she has to do is stack a bunch of buffs and she's a super creature. And Vamai doesn't have any instant death cards. Alright. Did it. Got 2 mage powers out of it. Alright, well, yeah, that happened. So next we got Dual Identity, which is up against Mai again. And of course, we're pretty much getting, finishing up with the Pegasus Saga. So, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, this was Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. See you guys later.